back to Let's Play Mass Effect. As promised, I went down and cleaned out my inventory. I found a Titan 10 armor for Caden down there. It's not a Colossus, of course. It's better than what he was wearing. I think he had a Titan 7. And so, yeah, that's something we're still not quite done with. We're still shopping occasionally. Light human armor would be a pretty good thing to find somewhere. So we'll be on the lookout for that, of course. But yeah, we're going to do some side quests now. Let's take a peek at the journal real quick. We picked up one assignment so far at Noveria, Dr. Risk. We're not going to do that yet. We have Garrus's loyalty mission. We have Tali's loyalty mission. We have the Geth activities that we picked up at Pharos. That's actually coming up pretty soon. We have the 3 collection assignments that are still not finished, and a Citadel assignment. So, yeah, I think the only one of these we're going to do out of this set, out of this particular segment of side quests, is this Geth activities. And the rest will be system exploration, things that aren't in the journal yet. And we're going to start with the other DLC. And yeah, we did Pinnacle Station already. That was the lesser, the worse of the 2 DLC available for this game. And so we're going to do the greater now. And that's Bring Down the Sky, of course. Yeah, nothing really more needs to be said about that now. That story will unfold as we explore that area. So yeah, let's get a move on. Let's have some fun. Alright, farewell to Noveria. For now, we'll be back, of course, to finish that place up. There's one more planet to scan here, Svarog. It's unusual for a star with a close orbiting gas giant to have a habitable world. I suppose that's because the center of mass makes the system, the gas giant and the star, to be a little too wobbly to maybe easily orbit at that Goldilocks zone. Or maybe it makes the Goldilocks zone too thin. I don't know. It's still kind of neat. So we're done from now with PAX, and nothing more to do here in Horsehead Nebula. Alright, so yeah, Exodus Cluster is some place we've actually been to before, although I haven't brought us here via this galaxy map. And that's because the last time we were in the Exodus Cluster, it was Captain Anderson that brought us here. But he didn't take us to the Asgard system, so this will be a new system for us. Alright, so this system, there's actually nothing to scan here, because this is a well-traveled, well-known, well-explored system. But the planet descriptions are pretty long, and they all have something unique. I'm not going to read through these because there's a lot to see here. But I love that we keep continuing to see this little theme of an ancient cataclysm causing significant damage to the world, and possibly some signs of possible life there. And then not being able to really tell. It's like it's so well purged, the life, possibly, that it just decides it's got to be natural. I love that. That was Lokai. This is Tyre. A lot of mining here. The Asgard system now supplies nearly 4% of the galactic market of local hydrogen fuel cell industry supplies, I guess. Alright, next is Bohr. Probably was maybe just barely big enough to have, maybe a little bit bigger would have become a star itself. Lots of helium-3 fusion torch fuel here. Yeah, that's actually going to come into play here. Alright, and this is the habitable world here. I'll go ahead and read this one. You see this picture? Apparently, this just means city here. Well-populated place here, because we saw one for Earth, we saw one for another, I don't remember which other planet we saw, but this is the 3rd appearance of this, so I don't know exactly where this is supposed to be. Maybe it's just an artist concept. Terra Nova was one of the Class 1 colonization prospects discovered by the first wave of Alliance surveys in 2150. It was the second human extrasolar colony, and the first beyond the Charon mass relay. it currently has the highest population of any Alliance colony. Though banded by a harsh equatorial desert, areas closer to the poles are temperate. The pace of development was modest until extensive deposits of platinum were discovered in the 2170s. This rare metal required in the clean-burning hydrogen fuel cells that power private vehicles attracted a platinum rush of immigrants and investment from throughout Alliance space. In the past 12 years, Terra Nova has seen a 30% rise in population, and growth does not appear to be slowing. So there are 4.4 million that live here. The capital of the colony, I guess, is Scott. And it is warm, but then this would probably be a global temp, and it wouldn't be this warm, obviously, in the temperate areas. So probably very comfortable. But of course we can't land here because this isn't where the action is. This is Asteroid X-57. So we still see the planet Terra Nova, but now we see the rock that apparently is in orbit, possibly. X-57 is a metallic asteroid, originally located at the trailing Lagrange point of the gas giant Bohr. With the increased development on Terra Nova, a new orbital port facility was necessary. Due to a shortage of funding, it was decided to mine out X-57 using the recovered resources to finish out the interior for habitation. The asteroid was decelerated from Bohr's orbit using fusion torches, allowing it to fall into the orbit of Terra Nova. Recently, communications with the engineering team on X-57 have been lost. The fusion torches have reignited, and the asteroid is accelerating towards Terra Nova. So, yeah, this is going to be our assignment, I bet. We don't try to prevent this thing from crashing into the planet. Okay, Team X-57 is this very balanced squad. Yeah.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? You haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
Alright, welcome to X-57. We're pretty close to this planet, actually. You would think that a couple things, maybe. First of all, these torches, if you were looking at that flyby, as the asteroid went by the camera initially during that cutscene, all the torches were basically pointing kind of the same way. And if they're not pointing directly at the center of mass of this rock, I'm guessing that this rock ought to be increasing in its spin more than its actual overall velocity. But alright, I'm not going to poke holes at the science here. We got a journal update. A new assignment called Bring Down the Sky. After landing on this small asteroid, you were contacted by a human. 3 fusion torches are being used to direct the asteroid into the path of a nearby planet. She's urged you to find the torches and shut them down. Alright, find 3 fusion torches and disable them. And of course, if you look at the map, they're already marked. There's one here, here, and here. And a transmission tower. But we also happen to find something on the radar. Yeah, right there behind us. So let's go check that out first. Some kind of building here. And a body of one G. Mendel. This victim was badly beaten before being killed with a pistol shot to the back of the head at close range. It's likely he surrendered only to be executed by his sadistic captors. And another journal entry. X-57, 2 missing engineers. There are 3 engineers missing on the surface of X-57, Himes, Mendel, and Montoya. If they're alive, they need to be rescued. If they're not, somebody should be told where they are. You found the body of Mendel, but Himes and Montoya are still missing. Okay. And we have a station log we can look at. Survey Station 3 is a final entry logged by Engineer G. Mendel. The central transmission tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warning about single points of failure. I'm surprised our surface comms work half as well as they do. When Slodge shows up to relieve me, I'll go see if I can get the old girl back up and running. Well, Slodge was not one of the 3 engineers we're looking for, but he's not here either, so I don't know. I assume he's with some other group, knowing better than to come out here, possibly. We got an Omni tool, Logic Arrest Tool 10 from Ariake. That's probably a decent Omni tool, though it won't hold a candle. Yeah, it is decent, but somebody that likes cooldown bonus, no, it doesn't hold a candle. Alright, so although we probably should head there, I actually want to step over here first. There's a little something here, so let's go get that.
Heading to position.
Oh, well, here's the body of T. Slodge. He didn't make it. The scorching on this victim's hard suit suggests he escaped the burning interior of his vehicle only to be gunned down by his assailants. Well, my assumption is that he is not one of the missing engineers because whoever would be looking for the other engineers must know that this guy didn't make it. Omni Tool Nexus 9. This is actually a pretty good Omni Tool too. I think this one has an even better cooldown. Yes, it does. It's actually got Savant's same cooldown as the Savant, but of course doesn't have the other bonuses quite like the Savant does. So, and I'm pretty sure Garrus, yes, he's a Savant 10 also. So we're doing okay with Omni Tools. Alright. We're heading to this fusion torch next. We're going to stop by and see if we can check out this transmission tower. I think that's the thing that was being mentioned by Mendel in his log. Also,
Moving out.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to zoom in from here, see if we can see. Okay, yeah. So here's the fusion torch, and this is probably the building that will allow us to maybe turn it off. It appears to have some big canisters around it. So we'll have to be aware of that. And these big canisters are now marked on the radar, and the music is playing, which suggests they're not going to be very friendly. We do have a spastic-looking device here. Looks like we can repair it. We can use 50 Omni-Gel, but why do that when we could just do this? Data link between the transmission tower and several survey stations has been restored. Survey station locations are now shown on your map. And that would be this one, Survey Station 2 and Survey Station 1, because we started here at number 3. Alright, no, we don't need to mark the map for that. It's right there in front of us.
We're headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but damn it. Go.
Alright, distress call lady continues to contact us successfully and is kind of guiding us. So apparently this is fusion torch number 1. Alright, we're going to take out these, they're actually turrets behind these canisters. And that's one of the problems, is the fact that they have the canisters means that you can't snipe from far away. You have to get up kind of close to them. So first things first, let's make sure we are set up for tungsten rounds. Looks like I'm okay. Garrus is okay. And I think we're going to have Rex using his assault rifle for the better accuracy. And so put him in tungsten rounds too. Let's make sure we're using the right guns. I'm in a pistol because I'm going to be up close to that thing. Garrus will be sniping, and I'll put Rex in his assault rifle. Okay, here we go. He hasn't seen us yet, so we can get a little bit closer. Important thing is to Try to stay close to this guy so the ones behind us are possibly too far away to actually do anything. Let's see if we... yeah, I'm going to turn that on and this too. That's too far away.
Lost shield.
That one's too far away. Good. Alright, none of those guys opened up. Whew, notice Garrus took a hit there. Luckily he is using medical exoskeleton, so he's coming back. But notice also that those other ones are not firing at us, so we can rest for a moment. Notice though that those projectiles that were being launched, they are a little bit faster than the other turrets in this game. Yeah, this is a tough mission to do on foot, but that's what I want to do. So let's see if we can do it without dying. Alright, we're getting closer now. Let's see if... Alright, so the important thing here is to stay in motion. Because then I at least won't get hit. Garrus and Rex, there's no guarantees there. Alright, maybe... Yes, now it's working good, which means warp should work as well. And that should make it easy. We should get this guy down. Yeah, good old warp. And again, we didn't have anyone shooting at our back. But here we've now faced the really tough part, because all three of these guys will be down and shooting at us at the same time. Alright, so far they haven't seen us. The important thing is not to be walking directly in the path. You need to kind of treat all three of these guys as like a single unit here. Alright, that one's pretty close. Alright, let's see if we can do this from here. Okay, so far so good. Can I sabotage him? Yes. Can I warp him? Probably not. Okay. Whoa, that was close. Yes. Change direction at your own peril. And there should be just two left. He should be able to hit us now through that building, and the one behind the building can't reach us either. Okay, now I can get a little bit. Oh, Garrus took him out for me. Outstanding. Could have been Rex too, pitching in, of course, with that very accurate assault rifle. Am I too far? Yes, I am. Maybe warp works now. That should do it. That should be all of them.
Perimeter secure.
Whew, nice job, team. Now it's a little quieter, which is nice. Alright, now we're going to be facing just organics, so let's switch. And I decided to put Rex in sledgehammer rounds, and he'll be using his shotgun now. And we'll keep Garrus in his sniper rifle. Alright, so there's no point in drawing the guns at this point. There's actually going to be a cutscene when you open the store. Say hello to the batarians.
Batarians.
Harak! Check! Check!
Yes, and I've been overheated. They do like to use biotics here.
All shield! Release the Baron! Human scum!
We got Codex. I'm not sure which.
Done just the way I like them.
Presumably that's Codex about the Batarians. Not sure. We get any gifts from the fight? No. Let's see if we can loot. And we should be able to find an off switch here. That was not a Batarian, is it? No, that is probably another engineer. Alright, so Batarians don't appear to be nice people. One of the things that they're well known for, of course, is their propensity to do slave grabs, where they sell or trade humans or other aliens possibly as slaves. Definitely not nice people. Yeah. That was the wrong way around. And just guns. And yes, there are grenades here, so it is totally fine to use them. It's kind of fun, because they do jump into cover very... They seem to know how to do that well. So, grenades have a nice way of knocking people that are in cover out of cover. Hell. That'll work. Almost. You know, that is not going to work. That's why we hoard Omnigel. Pretty good shotgun. But we don't care. And here's the off switch.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
I hear you. What's going on? Who are you?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything,
I've gotta go. Good luck.
So, distress call lady, his name is Kate Bowman. This is one of the nice things. I mean, it looks, a lot of times DLC have a chance to show that things could have been done right. Like the game could have given us her name right at the start, but it didn't. It gave her just a title in a sense. And now that we know her name, we can call her by name. It's not like when we went to the Cerberus place and we were told there were Arachnite workers there. I mean, how the hell were we supposed to know that? Also, we didn't close this door.
Hey,
Oops.
Oh god. I didn't mean to... Are you hurt?
This is a pretty renegade response and it's kind of funny. But I'm not in the mood.
my shields took the hit. No damage done. I'm with the Alliance. Commander Shepard.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
X-57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast. 1,000 kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terra Nova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony. The planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years. Millions, maybe.
Yeah, some of these questions reveal that Shepard doesn't know very much, which is fine.
Is there any chance it'll land in the oceans?
That would be even worse. Tsunamis would sweep inland at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Millions of tons of water would be vaporized at the point of impact. Global cloud coverage. The plants could all die, and if they go, the whole ecosystem rolls over. I'd have to run the numbers, but take my word for it. It'd be bad.
I guess batarians are as bad as they say.
I've heard all the stories. Slave rings ranching people like animals. Pirate bands burning colonies to the ground. But this is... The Citadel conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
This is worth 2 Paragon points. This to Renegade.
The conventions only apply to Council-aligned races. The Batarian government is a rogue state.
The Batarians aren't stupid. If they made a policy of this, the Council would declare war on them. My opinion? These guys aren't backed by their government. They've got to be working on their own.
If the Batarians can't keep their own crazies in line, we'll do it for them.
I just don't want the Terra Firma Party using a threat to my home as an excuse to invade somebody else's.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen? And where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes. No idea what's going on inside. I did see groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
And yes, we've already done that.
I came across a member of your crew. He didn't make it.
I see. Well, maybe the other 2 are still out there. You never know. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
Give me a worst-case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be evacuated?
Shepard, it took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able to get more than a few thousand off-world. We just don't have enough ships. No one does. Well, maybe the Quarians, but I don't see them suddenly showing up and offering us a ride.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps hidden. If they find her... Oh, Katie. Don't do anything stupid.
Time's running short. I'm gonna go punch this mountain into space.
I think I'll make myself scarce in case any batarians come back. Good luck, Shepard.
Okay. Yeah, X-57, avoid the blasting caps. Like, I need an assignment to do that. You've been warned about the presence of underground explosives surrounding one of the torches. You need to exit the Mako and proceed on foot. Yes, this is a very real problem. He did mention that they would take my tank out, and he's quite right. And I wasn't able to ask about Slages. I don't know what's up. I guess he must be a known quantity, and that's why he's not missing. Alright. Alright, and where did we park? I think over here somewhere. There it is. Alright. One fusion torch down, 2 to go. And let's go ahead and drop a save here. We'll continue with this. Oh, you know what? I never leveled our people up, did I? Looks like Garrus, yeah, he's the only one that needs a point spent, and we'll put it in assault training. Now I'll save. Alright, we'll pick up the story from right here next time.